giving me roses. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Grace so amazing, I am in the show. The love you give to me, too much you did to me. Grace so amazing, I am in the show. The love you give to me, too much you did to me. For sure, for sure, for sure. You know they leave you alone. For sure, for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. It puts me in the zone. For sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. Makes the devil leave me alone. For sure.
Mix Master J.
For sure. You better don't go. It out of there. Guru Guru Meje Leshe, I am Mefa, Hallelujah. Guru Guru Meje Leshe, I am Mefa, Hallelujah. Guru Guru Meje Leshe, I am Mefa, Hallelujah. Guru Guru Meje Leshe, I am Mefa, Hallelujah, Hallelujah. Hallelujah, Hallelujah, Hallelujah.
I see clearly now.
Sun's outside and my night has turned to day.
I see clearly now.
I used to be lost and God showed me the way
Clearly
back.
now.
All I see is blessings every time I look back.
I see clearly now.
Oh, hallelujah, meje baba mojuba. Guru guru meje leshe, I am Mefa. Hallelujah. Guru guru meje leshe, I am Mefa. Hallelujah. They tell me dreams come true now. I've been chasing mine, I don't sleep now. But so far you didn't come around. So far you didn't come around. When every day, man, I've been working hard for the payment. So I don't understand how it works now. God, please show me the way now. Yeah, yeah. Cause I don't tire. Daddy, I don't tire. Mommy, I don't tire. I can't wait no longer. I don't tire. Daddy, I don't tire. Mommy, I don't tire. I can't wait no longer. So Lua, change my story. Show me a brighter day. Take all my tears away. Take all the pains away. Lua, change my story. Show me a brighter day. Take all my tears away. Take all the pains away. Lua, change my story. Elle est dans mes mauvais chéris. 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 Elle est dans mes mauvais chéris.
This is my story.
me, Lord, this is my song. They say go hard or go home. The moment I think I'm getting ahead, it's like, how many times can I take a loss? His stroke of the pen is so genius, right in my script. A pity party, I've been invited to quit. If anybody is getting tired of this, I've been at the bottom, but he provided the strength. It's like ashes, boys, beauty from ashes. Born for adversity, getting booed from the rafters. Power from the most high, strength renewed from the master. Hecklers on the sideline, I refuse to go backwards. Confident to know that he got a plan for my life. Coming through the darkness, I'd rather stand than the light. I would never quit and give up, my stamina's tight. Raising up the standard, I gotta stay and fight. Go.
But if I get a dose of the blessing, if I get rich and famous, I promise to treat everyone right. I'll never look down on a fellow man that ain't right. If I get a dose of the blessing, if I get rich and famous, I go still serve God, and I go bless my life. So Lord, I change my story. Oh. Show me a brighter day. Take all my tears away. Take all the pains away. Oh Lord, I change my story. Oh. Show me a brighter day. Take all my tears away. Take all my pains away. Oh Lord, I change my.
Hello, 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 hello. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. I am so excited to be here with you on this amazing Zoom call, on this amazing Sunday. I hope you have all had an amazing Sunday, and I hope that you are excited about the information that you're going to receive this evening, because believe me, when I heard this information, I got so excited. And since then, you know, my life has literally changed, okay? So the information that you're going to share this evening is not just any information. This is information that's going to literally set you up financially this year. You know, if you want to have an amazing year financially, then this is the call that you have been waiting for, right? And this call is literally going to show you how you can go from where you are right now to actually having a 6-figure, 7-figure, or 8-figure year, right? Now, some of you might be in a position where, you know, you've been working a job for maybe 5 years, 10 years, and you've never received a pay rise, never. Some of you might be in a position where, unfortunately, you're not working, you know, whether you've been furloughed or whether you've been let off because of the whole COVID, or maybe you're just in between different jobs, right? Perhaps you're in a position where you are working, you're making a lot of money, however, you're time poor, okay? You're time poor. Now, whatever position you're in, right? We know that that's not really the ideal position you really want to be in, right? Because imagine now being able to wake up every day and live life on your own terms. Imagine being able to wake up every day and have financial freedom and time freedom, right? So many people dream about becoming financially free, and they dream about having all the time in the world. Well, I'm going to show you how that dream can become a reality in a very, very easy way this year, and how it's become my reality and the reality of so many people that I know as well. Okay, so I want to say thank you for just taking the time to be with me, and I know that this call will be a blessing to you. And one thing I will advise is for you to really, take notes, right? Take notes, have an open heart, an open mind, be ready to receive the information, and just really get into it, guys. Like, I'm going to make this as enjoyable as possible, because I know some of you are probably relaxing. It's a Sunday evening and you're relaxing. So I'm going to make this just as fun as possible, okay? And I'm going to really make sure that the information that I share is as simplistic as possible as well. So I'm not trying to complicate anything, this Sunday evening. Okay, so my name is Sotonye Deru, and I came to hear about this opportunity a couple of months ago, and I'm so happy that somebody brought this opportunity to me, right? Because this opportunity, like I said, has changed my life. Now, last year was a very tough year for me. Because of COVID, I wasn't able to work. I wasn't able to make any money. I work in the hospitality field as a luxury award-winning wedding planner. And last year I couldn't work, because for those based in the UK, Boris said that, it's not happening, right? Lockdown came and we just were not allowed to have any weddings, okay? So even though, yes, that was a good thing, because we wanted to stop the spread of the COVID and everything like that, it wasn't so good for me pocket-wise, right? Because that was my main source of income. So last year was a very tough year for me, and it made me realize two things: that the business that I'm in is not COVID-proof or recession-proof. And also the business that I'm in, if I don't work, I don't get paid. So I then decided that I need to find something, a stream of income that's actually going to be allow me to be able to make money regardless of whether the market's up or whether the market's down, right? I need to be able to, have a stream of income that's going to be able to allow me to be able to make money from home. So when I started thinking about, what can I do? What can I do? This opportunity came my way. And when I heard the information I'm going to share with you this evening, I was like, I wish I had known this 10 years ago. Like, I wish somebody had told me this 10 years ago, because I would be a millionaire by now. Like, it's not even I would be a millionaire by now. But you know what? They would say, when was the best time to, plant a tree 20 years ago? When's the next best time? Right now. So guys, this information is coming to you now. And, you might have heard some of the information already, and that's great. But sometimes I find that in life, just because you've heard the information doesn't mean that you've now taken action on the information. So what I want you to do is not just be a hearer of what I'm going to share this afternoon, but actually take action on what I've shared, so that you can get the results that, everybody else is getting from receiving this information. So I'm so grateful now that because of this opportunity, I don't have to worry about money. I don't have to worry about whether weddings are going to happen this year or not. And if I do go back into the wedding industry, I will literally be planning weddings for fun, because now I am able to make money from the comfort of my own home in minutes, and I'm going to show you how. But before I get into that, I want to do a little. I want to give you guys some background information, right? I want to talk a little bit about financial literacy, and the reason why I want to touch on this first is because sometimes, we don't realize that the way that we think is actually not the correct way. And let me break that down, right? So we might feel like, oh, this is what I've been taught. So because this is what I've been taught, and this is all I've known all my life, this must be the only way to get to this destination that I'm trying to get to. So a lot of you are trying to become financially free, but unfortunately, you've been given the wrong information. So now you're stuck in a journey, a system, a rat race that will never, ever allow you to be able to attain financial freedom. But you may not be aware of that because that's all you've ever known. So what I want to do this evening is really kind of disrupt, your psychology. I really want to disrupt, what you have been told growing up, what you've been told, what your circle of friends maybe discuss. And I really want you guys to really see how the rich and the wealthy get, earn their money, and how unfortunately the poor get poorer. We hear the rich get richer, the poor get poorer. And it's the simple reason why is because it's due to the lack of knowledge, right? The rich have access to certain information that allows them to be able to grow and multiply their money, but then the poor doesn't have access to that information. That the information that the poor has access to actually keeps them broke. So guys, what you see in front of you is a pie chart that was put together by a world-renowned, best-selling author called Robert Kiyosaki. And I really hope you guys know about him, because his books are amazing. And he, wrote a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad, right? And, the book was about what his rich dad taught him growing up and what his poor dad didn't teach him growing up. Now, guys, we already know that, conversations amongst the rich and the wealthy are very different to conversations among the poor and the middle class, right? We already know that. And how do we even know that? Because, you'll find that, children from a particular, background will go to a particular school, right? And in those schools, they teach a particular way, and they get the children to develop a particular sort of mindset to allow them to become elite in society, right? Whereas you have another group of, individuals, children that maybe come from an area, maybe a socially deprived area, and they end up going to maybe the state school, the local school, right? And what's taught there is not the same as what would be taught in a private school. We know that, okay? But even though we know that, we still don't understand that what we were taught in the state schools wasn't actually the right way of how to make money. But we've allowed the system to convince us or make us believe that it is. So let me break it down so you guys really understand what I'm trying to say here, right? Now, what you see in front of you is a pie chart. And Robert Kiyosaki put this together, and it was literally called the cash flow quadrant, right? How cash is distributed among the population. And he came up with a few percentages, and he came up with 4 categories of where everybody fits within, within the wealth distribution, right? So you guys might be looking at this and thinking, wow, the biggest section on this pie chart must mean these people earn the most money, right? And the smallest section on this pie chart must mean these people earn the least money. Well, I'm going to, give you this like a spoiler alert. That's not true, okay? Right? That's not true. Right? There's 60% of people who work for someone else, unfortunately, earn the least amount of money. And I'm going to explain why that is, okay? So the reason why they earn the least amount of money, okay. Now, the reason why they earn the least amount of money is because, unfortunately, their income is always going to be capped, right? Your boss is never going to pay you enough money for you to become a millionaire or billionaire. You know, how many people do you know became a billionaire by working for somebody else? I don't know anybody. The billionaires that I know, they work for themselves, so they have businesses, they don't work for somebody else. So when we talk about financial freedom, yeah, because all of what I'm talking about today is how can you start your journey towards financial freedom. I'm not trying to help you make an extra £200 or £300 a month. No. We're talking about financial freedom. We're talking about leaving an inheritance for your children's children, right? We're talking about, generating generational wealth. Right, so I really want you guys to expand your mind. Don't just think about, I want to be able to make enough at the end of the month for myself. I want to be able to make enough so that when my children have children, my grandchildren won't ever have to worry ever again about money. See, that's what this conversation is all about today. Right? And some of you might be thinking, oh, I don't need money to be happy. We're not talking about, we're not equating money with happiness. But what we are saying is that the lack of money has problems, right? The lack of money brings its own problems. And even having too much money brings its own problems. Now, which problem would you want to have? The problem of having too much money or the problem of not having enough money? And the reality is, when people don't have money, right, you will find that they don't really enjoy life. Like, they don't really have a peace, right? Because how can you sleep not knowing how your bills are going to be paid? How can you sleep not knowing how you're going to be able to, buy food for your children? Like, the lack of money is a very serious thing. When people lose their jobs and they don't know how they're going to be able to pay their bills, they commit suicide. So I'm very, very, very passionate about talking about money. I'm very passionate about talking boldly about money and looking at how is it that the rich get richer and the poor get poorer, and helping the people that are in the 60% and are in the 35% to cross over to the 4% and the 1% so that we can break the curse of poverty. Okay, that is something that I'm so passionate about, and I'm going to really go into it a little bit further for you guys so you can see where you guys really need to get to, right? You might identify yourself in the 60% or the 35%, but you now need to be thinking, how do I cross over to the 4% and the 1% so that I can really now live a life of abundance, right? Because your job will pay you enough just to be able to survive. We weren't created to survive. We were created to live a life of abundance. So not only is your income capped, no matter how hard you work, you will not get paid any more money at the end of the month. So people who work for somebody else, you are trading your time for money. So what that means is that if you want to make more money, you've got to give more time. There's only 24 hours in a day. Are you going to die? Like, are you going to die for money? No, it's not possible. You can't work 24 hours in a day. It's just not possible. So that means then that this cannot be your smart idea to financial freedom because it's capped and it's restricted. And if you want to make more money, you've got to give more hours, which doesn't make sense, right? Not only is it not going to allow you to become financially free, you work the hardest and you get taxed the most. So some of you are thinking, oh, I've got a new job. They're paying me 80K. They're paying me 100K. And just know, new job means that you've now entered into a higher tax bracket, right? A higher tax bracket. So yeah, you're making more money, but you're getting taxed even more. So by the time they take off the tax, you're almost at the same place you were before you got the promotion. So again, it doesn't make sense to keep on getting promoted, just to keep on getting taxed and taxed and taxed. Now, not only can you not become a billionaire through having a job, which means just over broke, but you also can never attain time freedom. Why is that? Because could you wake up tomorrow and decide you don't want to go into work and still get paid? You might be able to do that Monday, try and do that Tuesday, Wednesday. By the time you go back, you won't have a job, okay? So you can't have time freedom when somebody is telling you what time you have to come into work, what time you have to leave, what time you can have your lunch. My friend that, gets paid very well, she said that even though the contract is from 9 to 5, they dare not get up from their desk until like 8 o'clock, because if they get up at 5, they're going to look like they're not serious. And I said, that doesn't make sense. They're only paying you from 9 to 5. But because that's what a job does. It makes you live in fear. You know, it makes you go above and beyond to build somebody else's empire while sacrificing your own life for a paycheck that isn't even enough to give you the life that you really deserve and desire. You know, I've also got, you know, friends where they literally have to plan their pregnancies, you know, in stages because they don't want to lose their job. Because we all know if you go on maternity leave too many times in the space of a few years, they're going to call you in and tell you, you know, we're restructuring and your position is no longer needed, right? So we've got people doing family planning around their job. We've got people, you know, even not even being missing out. When, let's say I've got 2 children, right? And, you know, by the grace of God, I've been able to literally be at every single thing that they've done in school, their graduation, everything, okay? And I remember speaking to her mum and she was like, oh, she's not able to, her son was graduating from nursery and she's like, she's not able to attend because she can't get the time off work. And I said, wow. So you're going to miss this opportunity. You're going to miss this once in a lifetime experience, right? Where your son is only going to ever graduate from nursery once, right? And you're going to miss it because your boss won't give you the time off. So you guys, this can't be, financial freedom can't be somebody telling you what to do. Financial freedom can't be somebody stopping you from doing what you want to do. Next, you guys want to go on holiday. Oh, no, I can't go on holiday this month because, you know, Sally is going on holiday. And because Sally's going on holiday, then I have to be in position because we both can't be away at the same time. So now your holiday is restricted. And not only is it restricted, you know, and kind of based around everybody else's schedule, but you only get 28 days. Out of 365 days in a year, you only get 28 days holiday and you call that holiday. And then I've got friends, again, even when they are on holiday, they have to take their work phone with them just in case they need to be in a meeting. So are you on holiday or you're not on holiday? Like, it's so confusing, right? So I've just seen over the years, like I've seen my friends literally just you know, work a job, and I've seen the kind of, you know, how they've lived. And for me, I just thought, you know, you're not going to be able to attain financial freedom or time freedom working for somebody else. Is that simple. Now, the second biggest section on this pie chart is the 35% of people who work for themselves. Now, that was me. For the last 15 years, you know, I have been working for myself, and I thought, oh, you know, I'm doing well. I'm my own boss. You know, nobody tells me what to do. You know, I make my money when I make my money. And I thought, wow, you know, I'm really like, you know, multiple streams of income, all of that. But then last year when I couldn't work, it made me realize I'm no better off, really, because I'm still exchanging my time for money. So, you know, for those of you that work for yourself, whether, you know, you run a business or you're a consultant, you know, or you provide a service, right? You know that you work probably 80 hours in a week, right? So even though people go to work and do a 40-hour week, 35 to 40 hours, you're probably working 80 hours because you are everything. When you work for yourself, you are the person that responds to the emails. You are the person who picks up the phone calls. You are the person who maybe goes to the post office. You are the person who does the delivery. You are every single thing that your business requires for you to be able to make money, right? So because you are the person doing every single thing, you know, how can you then really say that, you know, you can attain financial freedom? No, your financial freedom, your income is based on how hard you work. And, you know, we know that if you have to keep pushing yourself and keep working hard and working hard and working hard, eventually you're going to burn out. So now when you burn out, your business makes no money. Yeah. And if you're now sick for 2 weeks, your business is sick. Now, not only is it about, okay, if you burn out, you don't make any money, but if you want to now go and enjoy yourself, right? Enjoy the money that you've made. When you now go on holiday for 3 weeks, 2 months, whatever it is, your business is now on holiday as well. So then that means then whether you're good or you're bad, whether you're enjoying life or you're sick, your business is going to take the form of whatever position you're in that sense. So really, you can never again attain financial freedom when everything is dependent on you just being one person. So now let's look at the smallest section on this pie chart, which is the business owners and the investors. Now, this always excites me when I talk about this group of people, because I am now a business owner and an investor, and I'm just so grateful to God. And, you know, I'm going to show you guys how easy it is for you to also make that same transition, you know, and also now start earning 95% of the world's wealth. So this, you know, the smallest part in this chart, when you add it together, it makes 5%. So this 5% of people are earning 95% of the world's wealth. And then the 95%, which is the 60% and the 35%, they are earning 5% of the world's wealth. So when you look at those figures, you have to ask yourself, are you on the right side of money or are you on the wrong side of money? And if you're on the wrong side of money, what do you need to do to be able to transition quickly and efficiently to get over to the other side? You see, 2021 can't be a year where you do the same thing you did in 2020. Because if you do the same thing you did in 2020, you're going to get the same results in 2021. A new year doesn't mean new results. A new year doesn't mean new results, right? It's all about what you do today that's going to determine what your tomorrow looks like. So guys, business owners, why do I respect business owners so much? Because business owners are extremely clever, right? The 60% of people who work for somebody else, who do you work for? You work for a business owner, okay? So business owners work the least amount of hours, they make the most amount of money, and they get taxed the least amount of money. Whereas those who work for someone else work the most amount of hours, make the least amount of money, get taxed the most amount of money. It's just not fair, right? So the 4% of business owners, they're smart because they leverage of the systems and the resources of the business, right? The resources are people. So business owners hire people to work for them to ensure that even when they're not around, the business is still making money. Now, tell me when was the last time you saw the business owner come into the office? Rarely will you see them, and they don't need to, because they've got systems and people in place to ensure that the business is still ticking over and still, making an income every single day. Now, let's not hate on the business owners. All we should be thinking is, how can we become a business owner? You see, the 60% of people that work for somebody else, you are building somebody else's business, yeah? You are building somebody else's business, right? Whereas the business owners, they're building their own legacy. They're setting themselves up. They're setting their children up, right? So you have to ask yourself, everything that I've been taught growing up, get an education, go to work, retire at 70, whatever, and then live off the government pension. What I've been taught, is that really the route to financial freedom? And of course it can never be. Why should you retire when you've reached a certain age? See, I want to retire when I've made enough money, right? So in your mindset, in your mind, right, if you're thinking, oh, retirement is at 70, then you're going to be happy to get the money that you're getting now, because you haven't really got, you don't really understand that, no, you can retire whenever you want to retire. The government shouldn't dictate to me when I should retire. No, my money should dictate to me when it's time to retire. We've got people within this opportunity that literally retired themselves. They sacked their bosses and they retired themselves. They are now unemployable and they never have to work another day in their life again for somebody else, right? So this is what I really want you guys to get excited about. I don't want you to look at this and be like, oh, I'm in the 60%. No, I want you to get excited, because I'm going to show you how you can become a business owner. And I'm also going to show you how you can become an investor. Now, very quickly, right? Investors, 1%. 1% of people in this world are investors. I call these people the geniuses, right? These are the people who are making money in their sleep, right? They are sleeping and their investments are making money. They make the most money because they make their money make money. You see, if you are exchanging your time for money, you will always be limited, right? But if you are putting your money to work, then your money can make money. Right? Your money can make money. When people used to say that to me, make your money make money, I never got it until I came to this opportunity. And now every day my money makes money. When you can grow and multiply your money, now you're really on a path to financial freedom, because your level of income is not dependent on you. It's dependent on the level of investment that you put in and on what the profit is and what you're going to yield, right? So investors invest their money into things that they believe are going to yield them a profit and an interest, in whether it's the next day or whether it's months to come or years to come. Like, they obviously have various different investments. And I'm going to show you guys how, investing into a particular market, like right now, is fundamental if you really, really, really want to position yourself for great financial success in the next few years to come. So I have enjoyed kind of, re-educating you guys on how money is really made. And, it's important that I started with this, because now I need you guys to really be saying, Sotonye, I'm ready to become a business owner. I'm ready to become an investor. Tell me what I need to do. Absolutely fantastic. So Thank God for this amazing, amazing, amazing platform called I Am Mastery Academy. I Am Mastery Academy is one of the leading academies in the world teaching digital skill sets. Now, we are in the digital age, if you didn't know, okay? Everything is happening online. People are shopping online, people are dating online, people are even, doing birthday parties and weddings online, especially because of COVID, everything had to go online. And one thing I've learned is that if you want to, keep up with the times, you have to move with the times. You have to stay current and relevant and always be moving, right? Because time never stands still, right? Things are always evolving. So if you don't evolve, then you will get left behind. And we see that in the animal kingdom. The animals that were able to evolve were able to, continue, right? The animals who didn't became extinct. Now, I'm not saying you're going to become extinct, but what I am saying is that why would you want to continue making money the old way when you can be making money the new way? And not just making money the new way, but making money the smart way. See, 2021 has to be a year where you work smart, not hard. Like the hard way of working was what I was doing for 15 years. I was working hard, all the hours I could work, I was putting it in, being away from my family because I had to make that money. Whereas now I'm making money the smart way and I'm making money from my house. And I'm about to show you how, okay? So this academy is here to educate you, is here to empower you, and is here to really enable you to be able to really become financially free. So when we talk about digital skill sets, right? What are digital skill sets? These are skill sets that allow you to be able to make money online using any one of your digital devices. So as long as you've got a laptop, a phone, an iPad that you have internet connection on, you will be able to make money once you learn how to use this skill. Now, one thing I love about skills, right, is once you learn a skill, nobody can take it away from you. I know people that say, oh, I'd rather give my money to this person and let them invest for me. No, I'm going to learn it myself, because if there's money to be made, I'm not going to give it to you and then you take a cut and then give me a little percentage. I'm here for the whole 100%, right? You see, so I'm somebody who understands the importance of educating yourself. So that once you educate yourself, you unlock the wealth. Education unlocks wealth. The reason why you're not wealthy is because you lack the education. So this academy allows us to really understand how the investors really make their money, right? Investors and traders. So one of the skills that this academy teaches us, which is fundamental in this digital age, is how to trade, right? So there's a skill called HFX, which is high frequency Forex trading. I'm sure a lot of you know about trading, but I'm sure a lot of you don't know about HFX, right? So let me break down what HFX is and why it is changing the lives of so many people. See, HFX is where we literally exchange one currency for another currency. But yes, that's not new, okay? What is new about HFX is that we literally make money in minutes. So guys, you're gonna hear me say that quite a lot for the rest of this call, right? Because I need you guys to really understand that you are not making money in minutes. You are making money in days and hours and months, but you are not making money in minutes, right? So I want you guys to really understand that when you become an investor, a trader, and you learn this skill set, the way that you now make money, it will change forever. Not only is HFX an opportunity for you to be able to make money in minutes, it is a recession-proof skill set, right? So regardless of what's happening in the world, we make money, whether the market's up or whether the market's down, we make money. Remember I said in the beginning that I was looking to do something that would allow me to be able to make money, regardless of what the economy was saying, regardless of whether there was a pandemic, and I found it in this HFX, right? So the great thing about HFX is that you can do this from the comfort of your own home. You can do this from anywhere in the world. You can be in Dubai, you can open up your laptop, you can put in a trade, make your money, take it out and spend it, guys. And this is what this opportunity, this is what this academy is enabling us to be able to do, and the life that we're able to live. So let me break it down in the most simplest way possible, right? So some of you might be thinking, okay, what is HFX? What is foreign exchange? The foreign exchange industry, number one, is a $7.7 trillion a day industry. Now I have to let you guys know I have to let you into a little secret that you may or may not know, right? The banks are already trading your money. Yeah. The banks are already trading your money. So you're thinking at the end of the month when you get, 2p interest or 5p interest, you must be thinking, oh, how did I get this interest? So you probably don't even think, because you probably don't even notice the money because it's so small. But they're able to give you the interest because they take your money, they trade it in a foreign exchange market, and then they give you interest, which is, they give you a little bit of the profit that they've made. Now, I want you to get mad at the banks, right? Because they're taking your whole money and they're giving you 5p, £1 at the end of the month. Can you believe the audacity? Whereas they're making billions, right? They're making billions, and then they're now giving you a little piece at the end of the month, and they call that interest. Whereas we know with the whole inflation, the money that you have in your savings account, like it's basically, it's worthless. Like, it's actually worthless because of inflation, right? So the banks are trading your money, they're giving you a little bit of interest, whereas they're making billions. So I want you to be saying to yourself, wait a minute, if anybody's going to be trading my money, it's definitely going to be me, because that's how I felt when I heard this presentation. And thank God I now trade my money every single day, and I'm doing what the banks are doing, right? So HFX is time-based trading. We do not take trades longer than 3 minutes, right? So you can set your timer to 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. We may take a 5-minute trade, but on average, it's a 3-minute trade that we take. So what does this already tell you? This tells you that we are literally in and out with the bag, right? Now, when I looked into this, I said to myself, I cannot do anything that's going to consume my whole day. I'm already busy, right? I've already wear so many hats. I don't want to do anything that's going to feel like another degree, and I don't want to do anything that's going to feel like another job. Like, so when I heard that we literally make money in minutes, and all we need to do is trade for 1 hour a day, I said, well, this is what I'm looking for, right? Because I need to make more money, but I want to make more money in the most easiest way possible. And I'm going to show you guys how easy it is to come into this academy and start making money with us from day one. And how do I know that? From my own personal testimony. When I came into this academy, I knew nothing about trading, but I was able to start making money from day one. And I will show you exactly how through something called copy trading, which I will talk about shortly. So with HFX trading, it allows you to know how much you're going to make before you even go in for the trade. How? Because each currency pair has a fixed payout. Now, let me explain what we are doing, right, in the way that you guys will really understand about this whole foreign exchange, right? So we all know that when you go on holiday, the country that you're leaving, you cannot take that country's currency and spend it in another country. It's just not possible, right? Now, I know in the UK, we think that, our pound is the greatest and, every country should have it, but it's not so, right? No matter what, when you get to the airport, you're going to have to exchange your currency for the currency of that country. That's what's going to happen. So when I went to America, I was able to change $100 into £100, and they gave me back $150. So I had already made money, right? Because I only gave 100 and I got $150 back. So I was up by 50, right? And I got excited. And that's literally what we do here on this platform. All we do is make a prediction whether, the US dollar is going to go up in value or whether the US dollar is going to go down in value. That's all. So that's it in its simplicity. All we do is we trade currencies against currencies depending on which one is stronger and which one is weaker, right? So before we even go in for a trade, we already know that there's going to be a payout between 70 to 80%. It's fixed already, right? Now, the level of risk that you experience is fully dependent on how much you invest, right? And how much you invest in each trade. And it's down to you. There's no, do it this way, do it that way. It's really down to you and whatever risk level you're comfortable with, right? So let's say, for example, you invested $10 into a trade. Yeah, you made a prediction, the trade goes the way that you want. In 3 minutes, you've now made $17 in 3 minutes. Now, let's really think about this. So all you had to do was look at the market, make a prediction, place a trade, and make $17 in 3 minutes from a $10 investment. Now, I'm going to ask you guys to be very honest. Can you make $17, in 3 minutes at your workplace? No. And you know why I know that? Because most people don't even get paid $17 in an hour. Most people get paid maybe $7, $8, $10, $12 maybe for 1 hour of work. Whereas you've literally made $17 from just your laptop, right? From being in your house, by clicking 1 or 2 buttons, you just made $17 in 3 minutes. Now imagine, Johnny was also, trading at the same time as me. And instead of him putting $10 in, Johnny now put $100 in. Same return, 70%. Johnny now makes $170 in how many minutes? 3 minutes, right? Now I'm going to ask you guys, Like, can you make $170 in 3 minutes by going to work? No, you can't. And how do I know that? Because most people don't even get paid $170 for a whole day's of work, a whole day work. Doesn't make sense what I just said. Don't get paid in a whole day. You do not get paid $170, right? So, you know, some people get paid $80, some people get paid $100, some people might get paid $120. But remember, for you to get paid $120 at work, you had to leave your house. You had to get on a smelly train. You had to then go into the workplace. Maybe you was even bossed around by your boss. You know, you wasn't even allowed to have any lunch. You had to eat your lunch at your table. You wasn't allowed to go at the fixed time of your contract at 5 o'clock. You had to pretend that you had more work to do just so you can keep your job. So you went through all of that to just make maybe $100 a day, whereas you can be in your house trading from your laptop and making $170 in 3 minutes. Now imagine Femi, you know, comes in for the same trade, and instead of investing $10, instead of investing $100, Femi said, I'm investing £1,000 into this same trade. 70% return. Femi has now made $1,700 in how many minutes, guys? 3 minutes, okay? 3 minutes. Did Femi have to leave his house? No. Did Femi have to ask his boss if it's okay for him to make $1,700? No, because Femi is his own boss. Femi determines when he wants to trade, he determines how much he wants to make, and he determines how long he's going to trade for. See, trading allowed you to be your own boss. It allows you to be able to make a limited amount of money because there is no cap, there is no limit, there is no restriction. This is a $7.7 trillion market. Come in and have a piece of the pie because, guys, we are getting paid every single day because we are trading and making our money, right? So that was a very kind of simple breakdown in regards to how much you can potentially make. People are making literally a day's wage in 3 minutes, a month's wage in 3 minutes, a year's wage in 3 minutes. This is the potential what people are making, and they're making it in a very short space of time. How? By the simple fact that we get to copy trade from millionaire traders. That's right. You don't have to come in here and try and work it out by yourself. Like, if I can do this, you can do this. Now, what did I have to do to start making money? All I had to be able to do was listen to when one of the educators in the academy told me to press the green button or to press the red button. So when I pressed those buttons based on their instructions and their direction, I was able to make money. Guys, like I said, because of COVID, I couldn't work. I didn't come into trading knowing what I was doing. I haven't been trading for the last 10 or 15 years. No, I just came into this academy because I wanted to learn a skill that was recession-proof, COVID-proof, and allowed me to be able to make money from home. So I literally came in as a novice. So you might be thinking, I've heard about trading. I know people make a lot of money, but I don't know anything. Join the club. I didn't know anything. And when I started making money in this academy, I still didn't know anything. But what I did know was that if you told me to press the red button I can press. If you told me to press the green button I can press, right? So then this is what we call copy trading, where you copy what the trader tells you to do, which means that the trader is trading at the same time as you are trading. And let me tell you about this amazing man that you see in front of you, Matthew, right? Matthew's a young 28-year-old, he's a millionaire, right? And, you know, he started off in this academy with just $500. He put $500 into his trading account, and he was able to take his trading account from $500 to over 13 million in the space of 2.5 years, right? Now, this is a guy that we have the privilege of copying from every single day. Every single day, we get to jump on one of his sessions and we get to trade with him for 1 hour. Now, what would you prefer to do? Would you prefer to sit in front of your computer and try to work out how this trading thing works? Or will you be smart enough to join this academy, sit on Matthew's live session and copy what he tells you to do? So when Matthew's putting in, you know, 1% of his account, which is like 55K, and he's making about 90K in 3 minutes, you can be confident to go in for the same trade and know that you're also going to get the same results. But what I love about Matthew's story is not even about how much he's made, but the fact that everything that he has learned, he learned it from this academy. So if I'm thinking, you know, the next 2.5 years, I'd like to make 13 million. I would need to look at where did Matthew start, because you have to see where somebody started to know the journey that you now need to embark on yourself. So if Matthew started in I Am Mastery, it only makes sense for me to start where he started if I'm looking up to him and I want to get the same results as him. Now, guys, I'm going to play a little bit from one of Matthew's sessions, because I like to be very practical. You know, I like to show you guys like what we are enjoying in this academy. You know, I want you guys to be able to see it for yourself so that you know what you are going to be experiencing when you come in. Okay. So this is our website. Very simple to use, very user friendly. You know, you don't need to have a degree to be able to use this website. Anybody can, you know, find their way around it. Now, the people that you see on the front are amazing traders. They are all millionaire traders, okay? They've all turned over millions in their trading account, and they help us get paid every single day, right? When we get onto one of their sessions, this is called, they call the sessions getting paid sessions, because we're about to make money. We're about to make money. Now, how many sessions do we have running throughout the day? We've got several sessions. We are a global company in 121 countries with almost 500,000 students, right? So we have sessions that run early morning, we have sessions that run in the afternoon, and we have sessions that run in the evening. On top of that, we then have bonus sessions provided by people within our team who have been able to learn this skill and are able to now assist the new people that join the academy to be able to really, you know, answer their questions and really just give them further guidance and support. So guys, when we talk about support in this academy, you get that and more. So now I'm going to give you a little insight into Matthew and how we make money with him, right? So what you see in front of you is a screen, okay? So it says not live at the moment because Matthew is not live. So at the time that Matthew goes live, and remember, we only trade for 1 hour a day. Do not come in here thinking that you need to trade for the whole day. No, this academy works for people who are busy. Yeah, but what I want you to ask yourself is, if you could trade for 1 hour a day for the next 2.5 years, and you could end up making 13 million in your trading account, would you find that 1 hour? I even though I can't hear you guys, I know you're saying yes. Because again, why would you, is your job gonna make you 13 million in 2.5 years? Of course not. Your job can never make you 13 million in 2.5 years. What your job can definitely do is guarantee you the same paycheck that we're paying you 5 years ago. They can guarantee you that for the next 5 years. But we're not trying to live paycheck to paycheck anymore. We're working smart, we're putting our money to work, and we're making money in minutes, right? So Matthew comes on live. We have over 30,000 students that are all logged in at the same time. And Matthew is trading, right? Now, I'm gonna play this one for you guys.
Go. I win 8, lose 2, win 8. And then they happen to win that trade. And like, okay, cool. Now I can go back to 3%. And they do that for a little bit. Class, go over to this little calculator here, right here. Put your 3% in their max, and then just pay attention. I'm going to call out the last 3 digits right here, guys. I'm going to call out the last 3 digits of every single currency pair that I take, and I'm going to let you guys know whether that's a call or that's a put. Now, it's going to be beneficial if you have Cash Trap open as well. If you have Cash Trap open, guys, you're going to be able to anticipate trades before I even take them. Like right now, USDJPY, for instance, is giving out an up arrow. For me right now, this looks like this thing should be going up here. And it should be going up here in the next couple minutes. So you know what? I'm going to jump right into a trade right away. I'm going to go ahead and select my risk that I want to risk. I got my 3 minutes selected. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to enter here for a 3-minute trade on USDJPY. Now, I will do my best to also put them as pop-ups. So I'm going to go ahead and put 3 minutes here. 872, and I went in for a call. So guys, if you're brand new, if you're on a platform that does not have rollover, what I want you to do is cut your risk in half. And then if you ever hear me say the word rollover, guys, just take a second entry, take a better entry, and just trade that way. Don't do 3%, do like 1%. And if I say the word rollover, then just take a better entry so then you guys can still be in that trade. But here, I think it's going to move up, and it's going to move up in a big way. This might need a couple more minutes. If I have to roll it over, I will. I expire at 18:42. This is only about a 2-minute trade. If I don't do fixed time, so I do unfixed time. So sometimes, you know, I don't get a full 3 minutes, so I will roll this over if needed. I do believe this is going to go up. If it goes out of profit and I can't roll it over, I'm going to take a second entry because, like I said, I do believe that this is going to go up. So, and the reason for that is because we got this up arrow here, guys. We got this oversold. We got the EMA below currency. It's outside of the Bollinger Band. There's a new candle starting here in 1 minute and 50 seconds. So I do believe, guys, that this is going to go up. Now, it just might take a couple seconds. It might take a little bit. And we might need to take one more entry, guys, in order for it to clear because, yeah, there's only 1 minute and 30 seconds left to this opportunity right here. So I did take a second entry because it came down for a second, but now it's right back in profit again. So I actually have 2 entries in profit right now, guys. I have 872 and 871 in profit. I just cleared 872 right now. Boom, just cleared $90,750 in 3 minutes. We've only been on the call for 3 minutes. We've only been trading for 3 minutes, and I already cleared the port. That means the dollar is going to gain strength. So then that means that since the dollar is the first currency in this pair, this should go up. So guys, I've actually taken 2 trades already now. I took one at 872, 871, and they're both deep in. That's like an amazing session, and that can just be the end of it. If you make 8%, just be done. Because 8%, guys, compounded over 30 sessions with a $500 account takes you to 5K. And I used to do what's called the 500 to 5K challenge. And that's usually the goal there was 8%. Well, if you make 8% on the session in the first 2 trades, with literally, if you just did this for 3%, guys, paying 70%, that's your 8%. Like we literally could be done here, guys, after this 2 trades clear. So if you guys cleared UJ, guys, type some $signs in the chat. It's deep in profits, guys. I'm about to make another $90,750. So literally in 4 minutes, this is about to be $180,000 in payouts, guys. Look at that. Shot up. This thing is going to the moon. I mean, I don't know anybody else out there doing what I'm doing, guys. We are absolutely crushing this thing right now. Hopefully you guys took both of those entries. Hopefully you guys got in, cleared, and are having fun here tonight, guys. This is my second trade on USDJPY that's about to clear in 5 seconds. So watch the number in the right-hand corner, guys. 2, 1, boom. Another $90,000.
Okay, guys, so I hope you can see that. He just made $90,000 in 3 minutes. And you guys want to ask, does trading really work? We've just shown you, right? So this is how easy the session is, guys. This is how easy it is. All you do is you join onto one of his sessions, right? And remember, we've got so many sessions that run throughout the day. Matthew is just one of our traders. You just choose one of the sessions that are convenient for you. You jump onto the session. As you saw, Matthew was the one analyzing it. He wasn't asking for you guys. He was literally analyzing and teaching. So this academy is a learn and earn academy. As you are making money, you are also learning at the same time. As you are making money, you are also learning at the same time. But when you first join, you don't have to understand. All you need to be able to do is copy where Matthew told you to press this button or that button, and you will literally be in profit. So not only do we get the opportunity to, copy trade from Matthew, but Matthew has also now developed his own strategy called Cash Trap, right? 2.0. Now this strategy allows you to be able to take trades outside of the live sessions. So you would have seen some images of it and during Matthew's session just now when he was saying, oh, look, the arrow is pointing this way, the line is underneath. That's him. That's his strategy that he's using. Now, how easy is it to learn his strategy? It is, you can learn it in 24 hours. Now, it's easy because all you need to do is look for 5 indicators or 3 to 5 indicators. Is the arrow pointing up or down? Is the line above or under the candles, right? Is the currency strength, the first one, is it higher or smaller than a second pair? Guys, my 6-year-old and my 4-year-old daughter can identify these indicators because they're so simple. So the thing about this academy, like I said before, we're not trying to make this feel like another degree, another master's, a PhD. No. We want this to be fun and enjoyable for you. And we want you to be able to make money in the quickest and simplest way as possible so that you can continue with the rest of your day. See, I trade for 1 hour a day and then I go about my business and do the other things that I need to do, right? But in that 1 hour, the potential of what I can make literally, it could replace your job. It could literally replace your job. You know, you literally could make a month's wage in those 3 minutes. And you saw Matthew just made £90,000 in 3 minutes, right? The same guy who took his account from 500 to over 13 million, and you get an opportunity to trade alongside him every single day by joining this academy. Now, not only do we have access to amazing traders like Matthew, not only do we have access to, you know, amazing strategies as well, but we also have access to something called HFX swipes. And this is like a text alert that comes to your phone. When you receive the text alert, all you do is copy and paste the information into your trading platform, and then you are able to profit, right? So HFX swipes works for people who are literally on the go, or people that don't necessarily have time to join the session during the day, but yet they still want to be able to make their money, right? You receive an alert, you open your phone, you enter in the details, you go JPY, you press the red button, you look for the number, and you've made your money. And that's how simple it is, right? So HFX is just an amazing skill set that's literally allowing us to make money in minutes by simply copy trading, by joining this academy, copying what they tell you to do and making money, right? We've got so many testimonials of people who have literally come in, and on their first day, they have been able to make more money than they've been able to make in their job, okay? So guys, this is an amazing skill set that I really want you guys to really ask yourself, you know, where else would you be able to make that amount of money in 3 minutes by copying somebody from the comfort of your own home? Like, where else would you be able to make this sort of money? There is no other option, right? Because the only other option is to exchange your time for money. And we already have established that that's the wrong side of money, and that's the harder way of making money. Now, the second skill set that this amazing academy teaches us is it's all about digital currencies. Now, if you are living in this world, right, you would know that I don't watch the news every day, but I definitely heard the buzz around Bitcoin, right? And obviously being in this academy, I'm very much now educated on digital currencies and how they work, right? So everybody knows about Bitcoin, you know, it's a digital currency. And, you know, we kind of hear right now that it's kind of going down in value, which is fantastic, because at some point you want to get in so that when it goes back up, you are going to already be in profit, right? So this is how you can now become an investor, right? This is how you can now become an investor. I've shown you how you can become a trader. Now I'm going to show you how you can become an investor. Now, the great thing about digital currencies is that there's more than one digital currency in this world, okay? Bitcoin is just one of them. Now, if you had bought Bitcoin 20 years ago, when it was maybe 10 cents, 20 cents, you know, a piece, you would be laughing right now, because your investment would have yielded you so much money, because now, well, not now, but there was a point when Bitcoin was around 55K. So that one coin, it was now worth 55K. Can you see how it makes sense to be an investor? Where you make an investment and in 10 to 20 years, you can cash out on that investment and literally have billionaire status. So many people who held onto their Bitcoin, didn't sell it, you know, are now literally billionaires. You hear that I'm a billionaire Bitcoin, how I made my billion through cryptocurrency, right? And if you guys are not hearing about cryptocurrency, I really would question, like, who are you surrounding yourself with, right? Because everybody I know is trading, is investing. Like, everybody's understanding that if you want to make money, you got to make it online. So if you're not surrounded around people that are having these conversations, you need to then get into those circles of people who are, because this is where real financial freedom lies, in these sort of conversations, right? So digital currencies, there's so many coins coming out, you know, there's already coins already on the market, and, you know, you want to, you know when to get in, right? You know, there's so much information going out there from people that don't even know what they're doing. And so many people are losing money because they're listening to unqualified people that are just, you know, popping up and saying, hey guys, do this, do that. Whereas in this academy, you know, we have the best of the best when it comes to our educators. Our educators are so amazing that celebrities, music artists, footballers, boxers come to us and ask our educators, ask them what should they do. You know, we advise these caliber of people of how they should invest their millions to be able to make more millions. And these are the people that you have access to in this academy. So guys, like, you can see why I'm excited, because before this academy, I never knew a millionaire trader. I never knew a millionaire, you know, investor. Now I've come into this academy, and every single day I get to learn from these people that have the results that one day, by God's grace, I will also have. So they're teaching us, you know, which coins to buy. They're letting us know which ones are going to take off, like Bitcoin. Also, they teach us how we can trade. So a lot of people are buying the cryptocurrencies, but a lot of people are not trading them, right? And that's where you're missing out, because you can also trade these currencies on a foreign exchange market, right? So while Bitcoin was dropping, we were trading, right? Because we were selling, right? So we were trading on a foreign exchange market. And remember, whether it's with HFX, whether it's with DCX, you were able to make money, whether the market's going up or whether the market's going down. We either buy or we sell. So either way, we still make money. Yeah, and we made money during the whole dip, which is why we're not concerned. Whatever Bitcoin wants to do, we're still going to make money, okay? So we know that, you know, people are actually starting to accept payment in digital currencies. You know, people are saying that even Amazon very soon will start to accept Bitcoin as payment. So you want to get in there, because you see, when you get in early, when the coins are, you know, very cheap, you know, the more people that now buy the coins, the more value will be added to the coin, right? So you want to get in when it's at the 10 cents, the 20 cents, right? Because the more people that know about it, then, you know, yes, it's going to go up, but you want to get in from the beginning. And that's how it was with Bitcoin, okay? So this academy teaches you everything that you need to know about cryptocurrencies and about, you know, digital currencies, so that you can be positioned to win, because this is where the world is moving to. Digital currencies is going to become the next thing. And this is why the banks are fighting it and certain countries are fighting it, because they don't want their people to be empowered and to be able to, you know, be able to buy and sell using digital currencies, because then, you know, the banks won't be needed, right? So you guys are probably thinking, you know, this information has literally been an eye-opener, right? And the reason why I know it's been, you know, the information has been amazing, because it was amazing when I heard it. Right? And I've been able to share the same information that I heard, you know, with you. And I know that so many of you are in a place where you're thinking, how can I make more money this year? Right? How can I have an additional stream of income? You see, years ago, having multiple streams of income was a luxury. Whereas now, if you only have one stream of income, you are in trouble. Like, why would you live like that? You're literally one step away from poverty. Because if you lose your job, then literally you're not going to be able to pay your bills. You're not going to be able to eat. That means you're literally in poverty, right? So you need to make sure that you've got your eggs in different baskets. So if anything happens to one basket, you've still got another 3 or 4. Now they say that average millionaire has 7 streams of income. So if the average millionaire has 7 streams of income, why are you there being happy with your 1 stream of income? Oh, because you were told that jobs, there's something called job security. There's no such thing as job security. Your job is only secure for as long as the person who has hired you wants to keep you there, right? But the moment that they need to restructure the company, they're not going to care that you have a mortgage to pay. They're not going to care that your child's in private school. They're not going to care that you've got your car on HP and you've got monthly payments. They're not going to care. They're not going to care that, you know, you spent all your money last month and you've got no money this month. When it's time to let you go, and they will let you go, okay? So you can never allow your income to be determined by somebody else. But what I've shown you is an opportunity for you to be able to take back control and be in control of how much money you make, when you make the money, and how you make the money. So you guys might be thinking, you know, how do you get involved, right? How do you get started? But before I even do that, Tara, I don't know whether you are ready to come on just to share a bit about this academy and just share a bit about your experience so far. I don't know whether Tara, you are there. Let me know if you are there. Okay. All right. Well, Tara, if you, yeah, okay, cool. I will continue, but I'll try and bring Tara on a little later so that she can, you know, share with you guys her own experience as well. So, okay, guys, to get started within this academy and to get access to everything that I have spoken about, access to all of the educators, access to all of the strategies, access to all of the applications, access to all of the apps where everything literally makes us money every single day, it is only $324 to join. Just $324. Now, what is that in pounds? That's about £240, right? Now, for £240, you get access to everything. You are able to start making money from day one. Now, £240, as we know, is very cheap. You know, when I saw that, I said, what's the catch, right? Because I'm used to spending a lot of money when it comes to investing in myself, when it comes to, you know, investing into courses that are going to help me get to the next level. I have spent thousands, not even hundreds. I've spent thousands. You know, I've spent, for one course, I spent £5,000. You know, I have spent money because I understand that if you want to get to the next level in life, you have to be ready to invest in yourself and invest in something that will help you get there. See, some of you might be thinking, oh, I'm going to go away now and try and learn this thing by myself. Don't make that mistake. Don't make that error. It's like saying, I'm not going to go to university. I'm going to learn law. So I did a law degree. I'm going to learn law by myself. That doesn't make sense. Why would I do that? Why would I waste my time? Why would I put myself through such torture when I can simply enroll into a university, pay for my university, and be taught by specialists and experts? It's the same with this academy. You know, come inside this academy and have access to our millionaire traders that get you paid every single day for just £240. You know, I spend more than that on a pair of shoes. And those shoes did not make me any money, okay? So for £240, you come in, you get access to everything, and you get to make money every single day with us. Now, if you decide to stay with us after your first month, then the monthly fee from then on will be discounted to only $274 a month, which is only £190, okay? So after your first investment, you come in, you start making money with us, you start getting results. If you choose to stay, then it's another $190 from then onwards. Now, let me let you guys know that there's no contract in place, right? There's no contract in place. There's no long-term agreement. And this is a month-on-month subscription. So you literally have the choice to stay or to go. It's really down to you. Now, we have 500,000 students all around the world that resubscribe every single month. Now, why would they do that? Because they're getting results. So we know that you guys are going to come in and you're going to get results, and you're definitely going to want to stay with us. But you might be thinking, how can I get around that $190 a month? Don't worry, I've got you, right? So for those of you who are thinking, look, how can I get around it? We have this thing in place called 2 and 3, right? 2 and 3 means where if you refer 2 people to this academy, just 2 people to this academy, then you don't have to worry about that monthly fee. That's it, so simple. Now, how simple is it for you to refer 2 people? Very simple. Once you come into this academy and you start to get results, you're naturally going to share it with your friends and your family, of course. And I'm sure you have 2 friends that want to make money the same way that you are making money, that want to get the same results that you would be getting, right? Because the reality is, majority of your friends are probably working a job and they need to come over to this side and start making money in minutes. So all you do is tell 2 of your friends that are ambitious and driven and want to make money the same way as you. They come into the academy and that cancels out your monthly fee. Very simple. Now I'm going to spend the next 5 minutes talking about the 4th way that you can make money in this company. So I've already shared 3 ways that you can make money, right? Through trading and making money in minutes, through buying, cryptocurrencies, and also through trading cryptocurrencies. Now, the 4th way that you can make money in this business is by becoming an independent business owner, right? An independent business owner. Now, this was one of my favorite parts in this presentation because, as you guys know, I have been self-employed for the last 15 years. So when I realized, okay, now I want to become a business owner, how can I actually start to have a business that has systems in place that allows me to be able to make money in my sleep? And this gave me the answer, right? Now, when it comes to being a business owner within this academy, right, how does it work? Now, I'm going to give you guys an example of something that we do all the time, right? Whenever we experience something amazing, we always will share with actually something amazing or something bad, right? And you usually find that when you experience something bad, you share that more than you do about the good things you've experienced, right? But either way, whenever you experience something, you will always share it with your friends and your family. Why? Because that's just the nature of human beings. If you're onto a good thing, you're going to tell your friends and your family. So when I went to this amazing restaurant, right, and I had an amazing experience, the ambience, the service, everything was just first class. I told my friends, guys, if you're looking to go to a restaurant, check this restaurant out. Now, when they went to that restaurant, did the restaurant call me and say thank you? No, they didn't. Did the restaurant call me and say, next time you come, we're going to give you $50 off your meal? No, they didn't. Did the restaurant call me and at least say, okay, because you refer somebody to this restaurant, we're going to send you a $50 check? No, they didn't. They took my friend's money and they pocketed it and they told them, hey, refer us to another one of your friends, right? So my friends went on to refer more people and business was just coming into that restaurant simply because of my experience and my referral and my recommendation, but none of us got paid, right? Now, the beauty about this academy is that they like to reward people. So not only do you get rewarded, right, for bringing 2 people in, you get your education for free, but when you become an independent business owner, whenever you refer a customer to this academy, the academy rewards you, right? And how do they reward you? For every customer that you refer to this academy, right, you get paid $50. That's right. For every single person that you help to get started in this academy so they can start making money in minutes, you get $50. Now, you know, you're as an independent business owner, you're going to obviously, you know, work it as a business, right? So you're going to obviously get more people in because you know that the academy rewards you. Now, the amazing thing about this academy is that they pay us 52 times in the year. Now, a lot of you probably don't understand that because you're used to getting paid 12 times in a year because your job only pays you once a month. Whereas in this academy, we have something called residual Fridays, which means that every single Friday we get paid. So 2 days ago, I got paid and it was very sweet, okay? And my team got paid as well, yeah? Because my team have also decided to do the business side, right? And remember, this is optional for you. Yeah, this is totally optional, but for those who are looking to start a business this year or are really business minded, you definitely want to pay close attention to this, right? So, you know, the academy says if you bring 3 customers into this academy, you help 3 people to get started and making money with us, we will pay you $37 a week, which is $150 a month. Now, they say if you and your team collectively now bring 12 people into this academy, right? You help 12 people to get started with us and making money in minutes. The academy will then start to pay you $150 a week, which is an additional £600 a month. Now, guys, what would an additional £600 a month do for you, right? And all you did was share the good news of what you've experienced to people that you love and care for, right? Now, let's say that your organization is growing, and together you and your team are now, you now brought in 30, you've referred 30 people to this academy and you've helped 30 people get started and start making money in minutes. The academy will now pay you $250 a week, which is £1,000 a month. £1,000 a month just by helping people to get started and change their lives, right? Now, let me show you guys the rest of the compensation plan because that's just the beginning, right? Just the beginning, yeah? So for the rest of the compensation, the next level up is when you go to Platinum 2000. And this is where you have 75 people in your team and you are getting paid $500 a week. The next level up is Platinum 5000, where you have 225 people in your team and you're getting paid $1,250 a week, not a month, a week. So guys, this academy, not only do we make money in minutes, but we also make large amounts of money weekly by doing the business side of it, right? And helping people to get started and, you know, changing their lives, right? So now, usually at Platinum 5000, people leave their jobs because most people will work their whole entire life and never make $5,000 a month, never. Work their whole entire life and they never make $5,000. People even consider leaving their job at Platinum 2000 because the ease at which you're able to, you know, make the $500 is completely different to what you have to do at work to be able to make $500, right? Now, when you go into the chairman levels, right, this is where you now you start earning multiple 6 figures. Yeah, at chairman 10, you are getting paid $10,000 a month, which is broken down to $2,500 a week. That's right, $2,500 a week. Chairman 25, and it goes up and it goes up. Now, chairman 100, this is where you now enter millionaire status, okay? When you are getting paid $100,000 a month, in 12 years, you will have made over $1 million, right? Now, do we have people earning this money in our team? Of course we do. You know, we even have the highest rank is Chairman 750, where you get paid $750K a month. We have 21-year-olds, 24-year-olds, 28-year-olds. We've got different people of different ages, different races, different classes, different statuses earning this amount of money. And all they had to do was impact the lives of excess amount of people by helping them to do something that has changed their life and now will be able to change the life of the people that they are bringing in, right? So, you know, we had somebody in our team who was able to go Platinum 5000 in just 4 months. In just 4 months. Some of you have been working a job for 10 years and you have never tasted 5,000. You've never tasted 5,000. See, the great thing about the business side of this academy is that there is no limit to how fast you can climb the ranks. You can come in today, you know, go Platinum 150 in 24 hours because it's just your mom, your sister, your best friend, just 3 people, right? And then you can then go Platinum 5000 in the next 2 weeks or 3 weeks, like however fast you want to do it. Is totally down to you. Now, the thing that I love about, you know, seeing this compensation plan is that it just reminds me that I am surrounded around people who are literally making 6 figures, 7 figures, 8 figures, 9 figures. And they're so humble, right? They're so humble. You know, we have a young man called Zain Khan, who was earning, you know, he's a Chairman 100. And, you know, one of the most humblest people ever that you would ever meet. Yeah. And the reason why he was able to get to Chairman 100 is because he wants to impact, you know, the lives of thousands of people all around the world and help them to learn a skill set that isn't taught in schools. But if you can learn this skill set, could make you a millionaire, right? And that's all we do when we invite people, it's just to help them to make money the same way that we have been able to. So guys, I have come to the end of this amazing call. I have enjoyed presenting this information to you. I don't know if Tara is there now, whether Tara is ready to come on. But, you know, I just want to share my experience one more time, guys. I joined this academy a few months ago. When I joined, I knew nothing about trading. It was off the back of, you know, COVID, which allowed me to be able to even be open to hearing this opportunity. And, you know, COVID in a way was a blessing, quote unquote, for me, because it allowed me to be able to be in a place where I was ready to receive this information, which has now changed my life, okay? Every single day I am making money in minutes. Every single day, you know, my investments are going up. The coins that I have invested in are going up. Yeah, every single Friday, I get a paycheck by simply helping other people to become financially free. You know, what other job would I want to be doing? What other thing would I want to be doing that would allow me to be able to make that amount of money from the comfort of my own home, right? So guys, like I said, you know, what is the vehicle that you are going to use to allow you to make 6 figures, 7 figures, 8 figures, 9 figures this year? And if you don't have an answer and you don't have a vehicle, then I strongly urge you to get back to the person who invited you to this call and tell them that you are serious about leveling up financially this year and you are ready to get started. And when you get started, you will join a team of like-minded individuals, myself and the rest of my team, who will gladly help you and guide you through this whole entire process so that you can excel and you can succeed here and you can truly have a 6-figure year. So I look forward to welcoming all of you to this amazing opportunity, this amazing academy. And I look forward to seeing you win this year in a massive way and make the most amount of money that you've ever made in your whole entire life. So I look forward to seeing you at the top, because as we know, the bottom is way too crowded and I was never born to stay at the bottom. I'll see you at the top. Goodbye and God bless you.